Hey guys, welcome, and thank you for clicking. We're gonna make a little quick lasagna with show enough today. So I've already started preparing. I'm sorry I didn't get you started with me as I prepared, but what I did is season some ground sirloin, some ground turkey, and I use Italian turkey. The sausage in the pack. I browned my meat. I added garlic to that. I also seasoned it with seasoning salt, a little bit of Italian sausage, black pepper, and cayenne pepper. Then I browned it and drained the meat, and I just added my sauce to it. I do not use ricotta, so I'm just going to show you how I make it. I use 1.5 jar of the Italian sausage with the peppers and onions. Here I have my water boiling. For the noodles, I'm only going to boil them about 4 minutes. I'm only using one hand, so what I did is just put the noodles in, and I'm only going to boil them about 4 minutes, setting my timer right now, because I'm going to need it to sit until I come in from work. This is my wax paper that I have that I'm going to lay the noodles on. Meanwhile, I'm going to take some mozzarella, Kobe cheese, Kobe Jack, and an egg and some parsley with a little bit of seasoning in that, and make my mix that I'm going to put between the ground meat and the noodles. Okay, so now that I let the noodles cook for about 4 minutes, which is almost al dente, they say, for this particular recipe, because I am going to need it to sit and then for a couple of hours till I come home, and I'm going to then put it in the oven. I don't want the noodles to be too soggy, so that's why I'll only cook them 4 minutes. You can cook them however you want to, but this is how I do it. I usually take about 9 noodles, maybe 10, but I just lay them on the wax paper while I make my while I get my noodle, my cheese mix together. How are you guys doing today? I hope you are well. I hope you enjoyed this quick video. How do you cook your lasagna? I never liked cottage cheese, ricotta cheese, ever. So that's why I'm using the cheese mix that I like to use. There's so many ways you can make lasagna. However you do it for you, that's perfect. I just wanted to share with you the way I make it. One thing I know, if you don't cook lasagna in a while, you can easily forget how to make it. So I usually make it twice a year. I don't have this recipe written down. That's why I wanted to share it with you. Now that I have moved that to the side, what I'm going to do is add the amount of cheese. I usually measure it. So 1 cup of mozzarella. Okay, about 1 cup. Maybe more. 1 cup of Kobe Jack. I'm probably going to add a little bit more. Okay. Because usually I like to put a lot of this in between, and I have a lot of meat. So whatever works for you. Gonna put some pepper in that. And let's not forget about the Parmesan. Give me 1 second, get the Parmesan. So since I'm sort of kind of doubling the mix, I'm just gonna put, this is 1/4 cup. Oh, made a little bit more. That's okay, because I know what I'm doing, and I'm trying to hurry because I have to get to work. I'm running way late. I decided to do this again to share with you how I make my lasagna without using the other cheeses that most people use in the classic recipes, which is ricotta. I also am going to use some Parmesan. I mean, sorry, not Parmesan. This is parsley. I usually do 1 egg, but again, doubling it, I need 2 eggs. Guys, it is always a hit. I'm going to cook some green beans on the side for my greens, for my green item, and I'm going to use a little bit of and some garlic bread. So what we do is just get that mixed up like this. I found this recipe a long time ago. My family does not make lasagna. It's never been a big item. I mean, my big family. But when my children were little, I decided to make lasagna, and it has been just a hit ever since. Some of my family members don't eat pasta, but there are certain ones I really like. And so you get it mixed up like that, okay? And even if I need to use a little, make some more, I could, but you don't want it soupy. You just want it to where it's kind of spreadable, and I do have to use my hands. So let's just get the pot, and I'm gonna get started and show you how I put it all together. So let's move all this to the side, and I'm gonna get my skillet. And if I have to add some more cheese, it's easy to do. Okay. And yes, I usually use a bigger pan than this as well. So here we go. Gonna start off at the bottom by putting base of the meat. I do not spray my pan. I don't find that I need to. I never have. I'm just gonna spread the meat all throughout the pan, nice and hefty amount. Don't be stingy. I love this meat sauce that I make. When my children were little and I had just started to try lasagna, I first started making it by cheating, using that, I don't know which brand it was, but it was in the store and it came in a big pan and you just put it in the oven. I hated it because it was not meat. It wasn't meaty. It was sauce, but it wasn't meaty. So I didn't like that, and I decided I know I could make it myself, so I learned how to make it. I don't remember how either, like what recipe I found, but I learned. And at that time, there wasn't any internet. So what I do is I just take this mix, and I do use my hands for this because I need to. Get a nice amount. And spread it on there. Spread as much as you want. I like to get a lot on there. My hands are clean. Guys, I went to the store real quick and the sun was shining. It was beautiful. I didn't even wear a coat, but it was, you know, it was nice and cold outside. I'm gonna need to make some more. And when I came out the store, which was only like 5 minutes, it was snowing. This weather is crazy. How's the weather in your neck of the woods? Sorry, now I'm gonna clean my hands off. And now I'm gonna top it with the noodles. And I'm gonna do that all over again. Look like I need to make some more mix too, by the way. Some more cheese sauce. I ain't never moved so fast. I mean, I probably have, but it's just because I have to get to work. And I just wanted to do this so when I came in from work, it'll be after 6, and I just wanted to have this, just be able to put this in the oven, right? That's my plan. I like to have a little bit of meat sauce left, so let's chop that up just a little bit more, because I like a little bit on the top once I put the noodles. And guys, I'm not a big tomato sauce girl either. But the way I make this, it's always good. Family love it. I love it. And that's all that matters, right? All right. That's perfect. So I'm going to spread this over as much as I can. Spread it. I need some more. I like a lot of this Parmesan cheese sauce. So let's just make some more. Let me rinse my hands. Pause while I make some more. So, just in case you haven't used the egg before, the egg works like a glue to keep the cheese together. I mean, I'm sure you can just spread it on there, but I found that it works really well and it tastes delicious. That's all I can say. This is the best lasagna recipe that I have never made it any other kind. When I was a child and I've tasted lasagna, I don't know who made it, but I never liked that other cheese, that ricotta. Some people make it with cottage cheese, I believe, too. Maybe I'm wrong, but cottage cheese and ricotta cheese are alike to me. So you get that in there right nice and it melts perfectly. And you know what I forgot to do on this part? I forgot to add the Parmesan because I was rushing. But because I know what I'm doing, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to sprinkle some. I'm going to be so late. I hope I don't be in trouble for being so late. Just want to add a little bit of the Parmesan on top. Don't be scared. If you make a mistake, you can fix it. Just want to add a little bit of that on there because Parmesan is what makes lasagna taste great as well. Okay. So go ahead and put your noodles on top. Just like that. And there you have it. I'm going to move that over to the side and add a lasagna strip on the side. Just one more. Because I like the noodles as well. Okay, and I'm going to add some more meat sauce on top and the rest of the cheese. And that is how I do it, guys. I'm just going to add the rest. You've seen how I do it. I'm just going to add the rest. I'll be right back. So, what I did is just add the rest of the meat. I just want to come back and show you that I'm going to add the rest of this little cheese on here. And that's going to be it. I'm going to cover it with aluminum foil and put it in the oven on 350 when I return. And that's going to be, I cook it for about an hour. Just until it's done. Because the meat is done. The noodles are just about done. But you cook it until it's all nice and cheesy. And trust me, guys, when I say this is delicious, look up the word delicious in the dictionary, and that's what you have when you taste this lasagna. Again, I had to use my hands for that because that's how I spread it. You can spread it how you want to. Do you in your kitchen. I'm gonna do me in mine. Be back in a moment. So you're going to put it in the oven on 350 for about an hour. And that already looks good, doesn't it? Well, it is ready. It is time. What is this in the and you will hear my special guests. All of my grannies and my children learn in the kitchen. Let's see. Oh. Let it cook for exactly 1 hour, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. He's eating while I'm doing this. So that's a little bitty piece of meat right there. I'm just going to go ahead and grab it off of there. Y'all, that look good, doesn't it? Yes. My special guest name is Sugar Bear. Yes, isn't that? Now let's get a close up. Oh, did you hear that, guys? Easy cut. Let me get a little sauce. My daughter is here, so she loves her mother's lasagna. That's goodness, guys. Without all the white stuff. What do you call it? Ricotta cheese. I could have added some more cheese on that, but let's give it a try. We already know how it tastes. Go ahead, daughter. Come on around over here. Come on over here. Let me go ahead and raise it up now. You got something there? Well, get a little taste test. Let me get a baby something to eat while we do that. You've been so patient. That's good. That's good. I could have added more cheese, huh? No. I like it. Let me grab a fork. I just want to get an edge. That piece don't want to come on a fork. Yeah, I don't make it over saucy, but it sure is good. If you don't like too much sauce, you like a lot of cheese, but you could add more cheese to it. It's good. It's really good. Anyway, that's the way I like to make my lasagna. It's always been perfect for us. Give it a try and tell me what you think. Stick to the recipe just as it is, and I think you'll be quite satisfied. Don't forget, look up the word delicious in the dictionary, and this is what you'll see. Or this will describe deliciousness. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and say it, EJ. And he said subscribe. That's my sugar bear.